clap.
Oh, that'd be nice. This song is interesting to me because it almost has movements. How did you go in writing this song with the instrumentation?
So I wrote what I like to call part 1 and 2. That was just the original Aspen Stars. I wrote that like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And then I revisited the song and felt like I could add a lot more to it with that third part. I wrote that and then back to the instrumentation. Once again, Sam just kind of lost his mind, for lack of a better word, on the keys part. It's really awesome on this song. Probably one of my favorites on the album. That part added so much, just that kind of weird, kind of uneasy sounding keys feeling in the third part. Yeah, I feel like the third part was a really cool addition. I originally had planned on those being like 2 separate songs, like Aspen Stars Part 1 being the first and second movement, and then Part 2 being that longer third movement. I thought it was just cool to have a 7-minute song on the album. It's just a flex of sorts.
This song, during, I guess, the second part, it has very high levels of rock influence, and the solo almost sounds like it would come from a Pavement song. Was there any conscious idea of that and trying to go punk rock for that second movement?
Definitely wanted it to contrast heavily with that first part. We've opened with that song like the past couple times we've played out, and it's just kind of one of those things where everyone's just kind of like casually listening to that first little part, and then when you come with the full band, it kind of turns the head a little bit.
That's interesting. Why is the live track list different than the album track list?
I guess for various reasons. I think it can be a little off-putting to start an album with a 7-minute song. If you put on an album on Spotify and the first track is 7 minutes, you're like, all right, I don't want to do this. But I feel like having it as the 6th song on the track, I feel like if someone's invested that much time going through the album, they won't mind a 7-minute song. But the live game's different. I feel like you gotta get people involved early on, and also that song has some pretty serious effects pedal usage. It's just easier to play that first to get that all set up, rather than having to set that up in between songs.
Has there ever been a moment where you're playing this song live and the pedals mess up?
Knock on wood, no. So we're hoping to keep it that way, yeah.
Why Aspen, of all the cities with mountains and stars in the world?
I started writing the song in Aspen. We were, I think I wrote it in 10th grade, and we were taking a family trip. We flew out to California and then drove back. Stopped in Aspen, and thought it was a really cool city.
Will this change the way you feel about Aspen if you were to go back?
No. Only make me love it more.